Hi guys, my name is Jessica. You might know me better as One Book at a Time on Instagram, and I'll be starting my YouTube channel now, I guess. So I'll be doing it with the BookTube Newbie Tag. Here we go, I'm very excited to join. First question is, why did you start this channel? So I joined Bookstagram last August and it's been really fun. It's been a really good creative outlet for me. I've always been more of a math and science kind of person, so it's nice to find something that I can be creative with and grow my creativity, and I've always loved reading. So yeah, I hope that I can kind of grow as a person and also kind of put myself out there. And yeah. Now the second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? So I think firstly, everyone has their own take on the books that they read, whether it's a book that nobody's ever heard of or a book that's just has Instagram and YouTube by storm. And so I think that's something I can bring to the table as my own personal perspective. And I also want to see more Canadian booktubers. Just being another Canadian bookstagrammer, I think I'd love to see our little community grow even bigger. I know that there's a lot of American channels, but I'm seeing more and more Canadian channels, European channels come up, which is fantastic, so I'd like to be a part of that. So the third question is, what are you most excited about for this channel? I think being in the BookTube community, I've already met so many awesome people on Instagram, so joining the BookTube community, I feel like there's just more opportunity to meet some awesome people and just talk about books and what are we loving, what aren't the best books. Just discover new books. That's been something that I've really enjoyed, is all the books that I've been able to find through Bookstagram. The fourth question is, why do you love reading? I've been reading for a very long time, and I think the thing that I love most about it is that it takes you away from the real world for a while. It lets you kind of explore different worlds and different characters, and it's kind of a respite for me in a way. When life isn't maybe going the best or it's really stressful, then I have my books to go to and I get to step out for a little while and just enjoy these characters and their stories. And yeah, I think that's probably what I love most about reading. So the fifth question is, what book or series got you into reading? I remember when I was in elementary school, one of my favorite things was the Scholastic book fairs, and one of the series I found at the book fair was the Chestnut Hill series. It's about a boarding school in Virginia, and a huge section of it is for horseback riding, whether it's dressage, jumping, and having growing up with horses and riding. The idea of these books and just what it would be like to go away to boarding school and one of your classes is riding. So I thought that was always really cool, so I loved that Chestnut Hill series. Question number 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I probably would like to know maybe just a little bit more about like editing and videography, what elements you need to pay most attention to, and ask them what it's like to put their face out there and have people know them. I think the other question I would ask them is about networking and how that best works on YouTube and Instagram, how best to interact with other booktubers and also publishing companies. That's something I think I would like to see in my future. I'd love to start working with publishing companies and reviewing books for them. As a future teacher, I want to be able to find the best books for my students, and I think working with publishing companies, I think that would be really, really helpful. Question 7 is, What challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest? At first, just getting in the groove of filming videos and editing them. I think the professional quality only comes with time and practice for editing, so that's probably going to be one of the most challenging parts. And I think also just putting myself out there. My pictures are just of like a cup of coffee and my book, so I've never really had my face out there before, so that's going to be something new and different, but at the same time I'm excited for the opportunities that BookTube does bring. Question 8 is, when did you start reading? So the first chapter books that I can remember reading were in kindergarten. I had It's So Great to Be 6, and also I think it's called Emma's Magic Mittens or Emma's Magical Winter. Those are definitely the first 2 books I can really remember reading as well. I remember in grade 1 that I would even start writing my own books because I loved reading so much. So yeah, I've just been reading since the beginning, and I remember my parents reading to me even before kindergarten. That was always a priority in our family, is to get us kids reading. And there's even a picture of me reading to my brother. I'm probably about 5 and he's about 2. Yeah, reading's just always been a part of my life. It's been something that's very important to me. Number 9 is, where do you read? So I do read a lot in my room, but I think one of my favorite places to read is in my living room on the couch. There's a big window by my couch, and so it's a really nice reading spot. And also I like going outside when the weather is nice. I like reading outside because then just the sun shining on me, and we have some outdoor cats, so they tend to join me, so that's another place I really like to read. The 10th and final question is, what books do you like to read? I read a lot of different kind of books, but my favorites would have to be YA contemporary, YA fantasy. I do enjoy middle grade. Those are probably my top few. But I also will read historical fiction, legal thrillers I also enjoy. And I'm always looking to kind of expand my reading to include different genres and type of books. Well, that's it for the BookTube Newbie Tag. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more from me, then click the subscribe button below, leave a comment, leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. And if you have any feedback for me, I'd also appreciate that too. I'll have my Instagram linked down below in the description bar. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day. Bye!